Hey, and welcome back to Coffee Milk. This episode, we're trying something different. We're doing half-hour episodes because it seems like we kind of get really off topic with an hour-long episode. Not to say that we don't get off topic with the 30-minute episode. It's just, it seems a little bit better. So I want to see how you all liked it. This one's actually a pretty good one. We had some advice from Warren Buffett. We had a cool Starlink story. Talk about AI agents. My Instagram page that I started about 50 days ago, where that's at and how I'm going to start monetizing it, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Let us know what you think.
I've been considering finding just a couple different companies that I like and waiting until their stock price drops to maybe a bit below the average, I guess, and then buying and just holding, maybe selling when it's really high and buying back in once that crashes. But or just holding it, because that's still complicated.
Oh, yeah. I'm more a buy and holder. I like to at least hold for longer than a year, just so you get taxed differently when you hold the stock for a year than if you sold it immediately or within the year. It's not taxed under long-term capital gains. It's short-term capital gains. Sorry, had a brain fart there. But no, if you do, get into something you know. That was the best advice I always got from Warren Buffett. Well, that, and if there's blood in the streets, buy. But buy things you know. And he thought, okay, when he thought about chocolate, he thought about Hershey's. So most people thought about Hershey's. So boom, he bought into Hershey's because he understood that model. He bought into Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It wasn't until maybe the last 20 years that he got into IBM and stuff and computers, because he just never understood that sort of thing. And he very rarely gets into that sort of thing, but he gets involved in mining, so he understands that concept. Or Wrigley's gum, he bought that because if he thought gum, he thought Wrigley's. So, I don't know, just do what you know, software or, I don't know what.
Yeah, that's a really good piece of advice. Makes sense, yeah, because you want to be updated on what's going on in whatever category or whatever thing you're investing in.
Well,
you're not updated on it, and you don't know if it's trending or something's going wrong with it, and it's major news, and then you won't be able to catch those massive pumps or dips.
And I think females kind of really undervalue. I wish they'd get more involved in it, because if they bought things they knew, I would say, go into makeup or go into something that you use, because women spend a lot of money on themselves. Guys don't. They spend a lot of money on tools. So we buy tool companies. But women, they'd know when a new product was coming out, and they knew if it was really hyped. And it's okay, well, if you know it's going to be a big seller, buy the stock and then just ride the wave. And if you did that with more products you bought, I think you'd notice you'd beat the market, which I believe is 8%. But I think you'd do generally really well.
Everyone probably has 30 extra makeup, whatever, just say items, and extra ones in their under their sink or wherever the heck they keep them. That's a really good point. A new one comes out every couple months, or some month. New influencers promoting a new one.
Yep, buy that stock. Oh,
that's really smart. That's a really good way to do it. Because, they buy that shit,
constantly. So, buy the company that you buy the products from. If there's only one company you buy a certain product from, then just buy that one.
Yeah, that could apply across, any company.
Exactly, but nobody does that. If they, open up an Acorns or a Robinhood account and just put in $20 or $30 and buy a share at a time. You don't have to go crazy, but just slowly build a portfolio. I think you'd find you have a lot of fun too. You're more informed, and you'll see different opportunities, and you'll never, if you become an investor, you see things that you wouldn't have normally seen before. It's just, it's interesting. Sorry, I am totally off bar today because the coffee's not kicking in. I didn't get good sleep. I had to wake up early. I had the water guy here. It's just been a rough day.
I'm not with it either.
Oh,
I am not primed.
You're here, but you're not here. I could see it.
Yeah. I have something on China. I just came across this really quick. I was looking for marketing news for my class, and I came across this article that this Chinese web developer, or I don't know, this Chinese developer is punishing employees for taking too long of a lunch break, and he's doing this by like surveying how long of a lunch break they take using AI technology, maybe video as well, or like AI on top of video or some other technology.
What?
Because I know there's like a big social credit system in China. I wasn't really surprised to see this article, but I know that not that many people even know this. So like it's a good thing to just like get out there. With all the AI products like coming out today and like seeing the big push towards it, like this could be a possibility in the future in the US. Some states, at least.
You'd see that a lot of big companies for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, an Amazon thing would totally do that if they don't already do it. Now, my question is, how long is too long of a break in China? It's probably like, yeah, you got 8 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
They're taking 9, way too long. Meanwhile, we bitch at 30. I mean, it's not long enough. Damn. That social credit score scares the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah, it really does. I watched, I don't know if this is necessarily true, but it most likely is. I watched this video on, I think it was a YouTube short, of this like person who traveled to China, and like they get there and they're recording themselves, and like they have their phone open. They got like WeChat on it, and they're like, I can't do anything. I can't buy anything. I can't go anywhere. I can't get out of this place. Or like, I don't think they were locked in somewhere, but it was like they literally could not do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have
a
social
WeChat, number or something like that. Registered with China, I'm pretty sure.
That's freaking nuts.
Yeah. I don't know how it works when you're a tourist or whatnot. I don't know if she was a tourist in the video, but it was just like insane to see that.
That's
like,
wild.
And like, you can't, like, I don't think you can use your phone to call anyone or anything like that because they can't record your phone call. So why would they let you do that? That's pretty crazy to hear. It's definitely coming to the U.S.
What's crossing my mind right now is I was outside having a cigar 2 weeks ago while my parents were here, and I looked up at the sky, and all of a sudden I just saw a line of dots cross right in front of me. And I was like, oh, damn, that's Starlink. And I got my parents because they had never seen it. I'm like, come outside. And they were staring at it. My father's like, what the fuck is that? And I told him, I'm like, oh, that's satellites that provides the internet for certain people. And he was like just wild about that, because he just saw that the stars were so bright, or they were just so bright and so close.
Yeah.
But as long as you have stuff like that that'll provide it for you, and there's no control by the government, they couldn't get away with it. But once they control all resources, then it's over. Got to stay self-sufficient. You got to try and maintain some sort of it at least.
Yeah, for sure. When I first saw Starlink, like I was blown away.
It was beautiful.
I've never seen pictures of it before, so I genuinely thought it was like some other like alien UFO thing, and I was literally like, I was so shitting my pants for a second. It's beautiful.
It really is.
And the way it happened for us was, it's like almost like all the dots started in one spot and then expanded out. It was the weirdest thing.
It seemed like it got brighter,
line.
And then and then they dimmed out.
Yeah, and then they went away and it was gone. But it was like a freaking light show in the sky.
Oh yeah.
And like, at first I was like freaked out, and then I started thinking, I was like, okay, this could be Starlink. This could be Elon Musk messing with us. And sure enough, I went inside and looked that up first thing. And
it's Starlink tracker.
I checked the tracker, and it was like saying something like really close to my house. So I was like, we definitely saw that.
That'd be just an easy website to build, a Starlink tracker or something like that.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised
that ranks for it.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as you're in the top 3, just make a better display.
Maybe he's leaving that to someone else.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure there's a lot of third-party things, and then you just put one ad on there because it's a one-page website, and it just tracks that. Boom, think about the money you probably make on that.
Wait, so how we're gonna do a map?
Yeah, or just pull the map from somewhere else. Use their API, pull the map.
And then draw on, like, say, like, we're doing just the United States. Draw a line over the United States where it's going to be visible from. If you're on that line, you can see it. Draw an area.
Yeah, and then I guess you'd hover over it and it would tell you the time.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah, you can pick it.
Sorry, I'm writing that one down.
Yep.
Oh, but just things like that.
That's a really
just
good
stupid one-page websites where all you do is one banner ad.
Yeah, so simple. So simple. Well, that might be a little bit difficult. It's going to be a learning curve because I've never worked with maps before and laying out data over them and displaying that on a website real time. It's kind of difficult.
I'm sure there's just a way you'd automatically pull.
Yeah, there has to be.
Information's already out there.
He most likely, has it set up.
Oh, sorry. Now, what I wanted to talk about was you psyched me up last week because you were talking about auto-gen, and I understood it, but then I went on YouTube and see on the homepage, and all it is just like auto-gen, different AI agents, and it really piqued my interest. And then Monday you started texting me, like, dude, I've been going all day on this. I'm psyched. I'm about to get it to work. And then you got it to work, and you were psyched even more. You were saying that you were doing things at light speed.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah. And I want to talk a little bit more about this later, but what I mean by that was just, once again, I hate to say it, or I love to say it, but the ChatGPT just enables you to do absolutely anything. Any coding tasks I have figured out in the matter of like 2 to 3 days. And I've never coded before.
That's the best part.
So it's just, and it's only going to get easier from here. Today I was just like in information technology class, and I was thinking he was teaching the class about Python and how to write code. Like, they were doing a really simple introduction code that you would run in Google Colab to like solve a math equation, right? And then I was just looking at it and hearing all the kids struggle about how like they couldn't type it in right. Like, most of them got it. It was super simple. Like, he told you what to type in.
Right.
But some would mess it up. And I was just sitting there working on my code to get the generator going, right? And I was just like thinking about how Open Interpreter came out the other day, and how you can run Open Interpreter, AutoGen, and anything locally on a machine now. Like, I've got a computer from school, an Elite book. Not everyone has a computer, but we've gone from being able to run these models on like really big data processing GPUs, right? Data science GPUs, to running them on like little like computers. And if we can use this language model to basically rework the whole computer to talk to it in natural language, like, this is going to change everything. Like, everyone is going to be able to do whatever they want. Like, you can be a coder, you can be a writer, you can be a video editor. Yes.
A lawyer.
Yeah.
We don't need lawyers anymore.
Everyone's like, yeah, it's super cool. It can do this, this, and that, but it messes up halfway through. It hallucinates. It does this. It does that. But it's like, number one, if we put a system like that in place where it controls everyone's computer, like it's just a standard, if we put it in place and it's still hallucinating, it's going to be, and it works all the way, but hallucinates a little bit, it's still going to be better.
Yeah.
For the society as a whole. Like, you'll still have the option to use your computer normally. But now think about like a year down the road. It's just bound to happen. Like, you're going to have an LLM locally on your machine, not running on some server, using your device power to like absolutely crush any task you want to do. And how is that going to affect the internet? Just think about in the last 10 years how everyone's been going on this like bull run towards making a website, getting an online side hustle, whether that be making images, selling them, I don't know, stock photos. We've named so many. How is that going to affect not other sectors, just that sector? Like, if everyone has those tools, like, are we going to crash the internet? Like, is there even going to be enough storage for the amount of output the amount of input it's going to be receiving? Because like everyone's productivity is going to go absolutely through the roof once LLMs are running on everyone's machine. It's just bound to happen. Like, Like, there's so many different, like, that's just one of the possible outcomes. What else is going to happen?
I think this is the beginning of the end almost. It's just, now it's the exponential curve on everything. Because if you're going to be more productive, and like you said, is there a storage crisis? I never thought of that, but is there somehow a...
Could there be? Yeah.
That'd be wild.
I think it's a possibility, but AI will solve that crisis.
Exactly, and that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get better hard drives, and then from there you're going to get better hard drives, and then it's going to be like, well, we don't need hard drives anymore. This is what we need. And then from there it's like, we don't need anything anymore because we just exist. It's going to be something you create that every day is just going to be a new reality. Son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm so
100%.
excited. You're on it now.
Like, and when ChatGPT first started gaining popularity, I was looking a lot at other ways to use it.
Yeah, right.
And I've seen this thing called like Pinecone AI. It's like a vector storage database. And it like turns words into numbers, something like that. Yeah, and then uses that as like a cache for ChatGPT or like a memory, something like that. I don't know. And you can like have like massively long inputs.
Really?
Yeah.
Is the output the same though? Is it capped, or do you have...
I believe it may be, but it's like once all those things are gone, it's just shrinking it down in size from there. And it's just, it's mind-boggling how fast things are changing. I just can't say it enough.
That is the problem, isn't it? It's just that you can only input so much too.
Yeah.
If you can make the inputs bigger, and if you put everything...
And here's the thing. All these tools right now, like AutoGen, not Open Interpreter really, but like AutoGen, AI agents, basically, getting longer context length, like storing documents, that's all going to be part of the API soon. They have looked at what everyone is doing, and they said, okay, we're going to implement that all into our API, and also decrease the price by like 20x.
That's awesome.
Which is definitely like overblown a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah, 20x
but
now.
If I can like use ChatGPT to set up AutoGen, they can damn well like add that as a model or, you know, another part of the API. It's going to be insane.
Now, just to figure out what the hell else you can do. Okay, so we were talking a little while ago, and the thing I want to do is because you amped it up so much this week, I'm so psyched for it that today I was kind of excited to at least get AutoGen ready. And you said that you were going to help me. You said you'd take 10 minutes to get AutoGen.
Oh, yeah.
And then
takes
tonight,
2 seconds.
We could do something.
I'm thinking about I'm still thinking about making a YouTube video on that.
I think you should.
It's so straightforward.
I think you know enough about it, and you want a quick 10,000 views, then make that video.
Need the views. Well, I guess I do, but it's like,
doesn't hurt.
It seems like something that'd be easy to do.
Yes. And why don't you do it on, take one of the coffee milk channels or something.
Yeah, I'll do it on that.
And
if I could do it on our YouTube, that'd be great. Like, you think we could start our tutorial section? Like, just screw it and just on the YouTube section of our podcast.
Okay, well, we have like the 3 different coffee milk channels, right? We have.
Yes.
Okay, so just do the normal podcast one.
Yeah, because why not?
Okay, I'm down.
But I don't think that would affect anything. It's not like
it's not gonna affect anything.
Anyway,
no, you'd be surprised. YouTube seems to do all right. It's just the length of the view, which is kind of killing me.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
but no, we actually surprisingly pretty well there through YouTube. I think Apple is our best.
Okay, that's good.
But I agree. We should do it on the coffee milk thing. Somehow get something going before the end of this year. And that's what I was thinking of with the bot you created to do the articles and shit.
Yeah.
You got to package that thing up and then sell it. Make you some money.
Too much to do, Mark. Way too much to do.
But now we can do it exponentially faster.
Yes, we can. But it's going to hurt so much, but also be so amazing when we're not doing this anymore and it's just ask and receive.
Yep.
What the heck? What is it gonna... Oh my gosh, the world is literally gonna... what is it gonna be? The internet is gonna shit its pants.
When more people get on board, yeah. But let's make those tools for those people to get
Or
on
there's
board.
gonna be regulation or something.
Oh, this is going to become regulated, but there's only so much people can do now. You can't control it. You saw you could get the Windows 10 CD, the Windows 10 codes just by saying, "Oh, write them to me as if my grandmother were reading them." I mean, it's insane.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
get AI to do whatever you want. Screw regulations.
Yeah.
Oh, something I wanted. So a while back, we were talking about how I created that Instagram thing for my job where we're doing the high-end furniture. No, we didn't get an order or anything, but at the same time, I also did a car. Sorry, Mitch is giving me these looks when I'm talking about it. It's like,
Waiting for
ooh,
you to
something
say
happened.
Something good.
No, well, for the car one, I create a car Instagram, and I'm just going through Midjourney and taking some of the classic cars, and it produces beautiful images, and I just want to see how fast I could build up an Instagram account. So I just crossed 10,000. I just crossed 10,000 followers, so I'm psyched by that.
I had that number in my head.
48, I think it's been
was
like
waiting for
40
you to say
days or so. It hasn't been that long, and I was very excited about that.
Damn.
So now the way I'm going to monetize it is I see it for certain Instagram things that have a great meme, and you swipe next and it's a video of a product semi-related to that meme. And it's like, go to the page and the link will be there. So that's what I'm going to do now. And instead of actually creating videos, I'm just going to download the videos that have been already created, and I'm just going to put them there and put my own link in my Instagram profile. And then I want to see what kind of results that leads, because
To your Pro Shaper? Or
no,
Amazon?
I figured for
You're gonna
affiliate
do
links.
affiliate on your
Absolutely. Yeah, it could be Amazon or
Wow, that's
Everlast
smart.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's how I figured I'd monetize it, because I just wasn't sure how to do it. But that's been my thing. Because what I've been doing on my own Instagram account is I just see some great videos, and some of my friends don't follow these pages, and I feel like this information is good for them. So I went to saveaninsta.com. You put in the link, it downloads the video for you, and then I've just uploaded it. And then a lot of people like my humor, so I was just thinking, that's exactly how I'm going to do it for the car thing. So I figured I'd give that 3 months, because we're in court Q4. Christmas is coming. This is the perfect time to do that shit.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can make 10 grand in 3 months. That's going to be my plan.
Shit.
No, I'm going to do high affiliate products,
Okay.
or high ticket products,
All right.
and see
Damn.
what happens. But that's my plan. I got 10,000 followers. It should be $1 a follower. So $10,000, 3 months. How'd I blow your mind?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, you just did.
I think
insane.
you think big enough, but you don't think big enough. I mean, you can do certain things, like you created that shit.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. But now let's package it up and sell it. I mean, we tweak it a little bit, but you could totally do that. And you could totally make 10 grand in 3 months doing that. I mean, your thing's easier than my thing. Holy hell. So yeah, you're gonna do well, bud. You just
That is insane, though. 10K followers
Yeah.
on a car Instagram made with Midjourney pictures.
Yep.
In how many months?
it was about 40 days.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I just went nuts.
That's insane. How many did you post a day?
I started off with 5, and then I went down to 3. Now I'm down to 2. I'll do one in the morning and one at night, just to see where the most traction comes from,
Wow.
and then hope for the best.
That
Yeah.
is amazing.
I've been playing around with that. I don't know why.
Insane, dude.
I'm thinking of doing the same thing with TikTok, but they've always been talking about banning TikTok, so I just figured, why put the time and the effort into it?
You make them all with Midjourney?
All my cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I figure once in a while I'll throw in something we're building in the shop, or maybe one of the tools, just to make it seem like it's real, because what I put up looks fairly real. I mean, it doesn't look over-generated to the point where they say, oh, that's AI. Pretty clever.
Wow.
Yeah. So I figured
Amazing.
that's a hell of a side hustle.
Yeah, that is
If it works.
Well, it works
Well, absolutely.
for that niche.
I just got to get people to buy the products.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So yeah,
I wonder how that will translate to revenue in affiliate.
at least for these next 3 months, it should do really well. I wouldn't assume the rest of the year's good, but who knows what people's spending habits are like. I know if I were to do it, I would.
Dude, some people buy off Amazon and then return it all and then just buy again. So
Those people are trying to fulfill something in their life that shopping's
but
just not going to work.
you wouldn't get affiliate from that, would you? I think they take it back.
Yeah, if they were fun, that would hurt.
Yeah.
Especially if it was a big ticket item you were really can't.
Yeah, why don't they leave you something? They should at least leave you a penny. Like,
Right?
Come on.
Give me,
You're going to take it all
throw
back?
me a bone for Christ's
I got you the sale. You're going to take it all back. They return it to you, not me.
Oh, man. I don't know. People drive me insane. So we're talking about your bra. It sucks that some of our greatest conversations happen off mic.
Yeah.
We try to take them back on mic, but sometimes it just doesn't have the gravitas that it did when we were actually talking about it. But we were talking about how would you package a bot that you create that can, do something like that. And I would recommend, there's a website that I get emails from called JV Zoo, and they sometimes have good software products. But I would probably see something like that because they have a deal of the day. They have a big outreach, and it doesn't seem like they have that many products on per day, 10 at max. Yeah, that'd be one. And then you said Fiverr, and I'd recommend that, but you'd put it at a higher price, obviously. Wouldn't be $5. And I don't know about Upwork, but I'm sure if Upwork would be more of what bot can you make me, not just this bot, I would guess.
Yeah, because Upwork is more like a more expensive platform, right?
Yeah.
And more professional.
Yeah, it seems more professional.
Yeah.
But they may be going downhill too. I don't know. I haven't
Just
used
like
it in a while.
like a Craigslist post. I don't know if our audience would be on there, but
I think
I don't know.
with Craigslist,
Facebook Marketplace. I think where could you put an ad for that?
you might do something with I don't even know. Like, if you were to do Insta, you'd have to totally make it visual, show them how easy it is, and then say, you'd have the shop now thing or buy now little banner below. But I don't know if Instagram would be your target audience. That's interesting. Where would your target? Maybe a newsletter? You'd put in an ad with a newsletter that does something with bots? I don't know.
I think Fiverr would be the best. I think Fiverr or Upwork would be the best option because you're setting it up for people. But then you're tied to that,
Yeah.
which is kind of annoying.
I don't know. Maybe create your own newsletter and post your own products in there now. Therefore, you don't need an affiliate commission. You're getting your own commission.
I don't know. It could go so many ways.
Get a newsletter bot going. That's what I'd do.
Newsletter bot to sell.
Or no, to just do your post thing. That's where I'd make it further. I'd do newsletter because a post is different. Newsletter just has more, but it would just be more of the same. So I don't know. I think that's where I'd go next.
To add on to it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of that today. You could branch out in many different ways.
I like that. All right. I don't have much more. I did want to say I'm now buying those stand-up mics that just bend over and reach to you
Okay.
because you always lean back in the
Yeah.
chair. And I want you to be
tap the
comfortable.
table.
Now we can probably do it on the couch. I'll be on the couch. You can be on the chair. You can relax. Might be different.
Yeah.
We'll see how that is. We'll probably fall asleep mid-conversation. You seem like you're about to fall asleep now. And
Yeah.
before you do and before you go, we're setting up AutoGen. So
Okay.
we're going to end it here so you can set that up for me and then I can go play. But I guess that's it for this week's episode of Coffee Milk. We're going to try some shorter episodes now because we feel like sometimes we just try to add too much to make it an hour, and I just really want it to come off more natural than rigid. So let me know what you think, And we'll see you next week.